So I want to talk about this comment right here from Sugar and Spice that says, to me, it seems like black men think the only or main purpose for black women existence is to help them build and to keep the black man into existence. Now, did y'all read that comment? Because that couldn't have been more further from the truth. Black women, this comment is proof that your wombs are being used. It's being rented for free to birth these degenerates, traitorous, two-faced ass, ugly ass, gremlin ass niggas into existence that's not going to benefit you. This is from Paris Milan page about Tika Sumter getting married to her white zaddy, and there was some outrage. What I don't like about black men is that they is so broke, busted, and disgusted, and they got the nerve to be this arrogant. They want to cheat, go out and fuck this white bitch, this Asian bitch, and this Latino bitch. But as soon as a black woman date out, they is pressed. You know why? Because they know if you date out, they not going to exist anymore. They're using you for your womb to create more black males so they can go out and not benefit you. So the preferences can benefit. Black men want you to be race loyal to black men and date only black men and get you pregnant, but not take care of their kids, not take care of their communities, not take care of their women's. You know, they tell you that the preferences look better than you and this is what you want to give birth to. Why do you want to give birth to these niggas? And I'm letting you black women know that you do not need a whole lot of black men to give birth to a black woman because, black girls, most black girls are being born anyway more than black boys, so you don't really have to worry about extinction no time soon anyway. And you could still create black kids with non-black men. White zaddies can give you some black kids too, depending on how strong your genes is. So yeah, black women, you are being used. Your wombs are being used to benefit the preference. Black men don't give a fuck about you. He don't give a fuck about you swirling. All he cares about is you creating another him. Because they have this type of natural thing with self-preservation. And this is why the double standards is so high. Because if a black woman date out, she is, I guess, threatening the black race to become extinct, but that should let you know that the black race is not contingent upon the black men swirling because they have been swirling forever and they're still black people because of black women who still wants to give birth to black kids. But if more black women to walk away, there's not going to be a lot of black kids that's going to be birthed. The community is going to go extinct. Yeah, you probably have some dark biracials, you probably have some white biracials, but if the black community go extinct, nobody should really give a fuck. Nobody should really be concerned about that because, like I said, the black race is not contingent upon the black man swirling. It's contingent upon the black woman swirling. Because if the black woman swirl, there's not going to be no black men existing. The black community is finished and black men already know that. And this is why they're trying to shame you into sticking to them and only them. And black women, I'm letting you know that you need to let that community burn. You need to let it go. Because these men, all they're going to do is use you to give birth to these degenerate men that is not required to be loyal to you. They're not required to respect you. They're not required to, give you everything that this world, have to offer. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want to use your wombs. Black women, your wombs are being used. Your wombs are being used to continue on giving birth to men that don't like you. Think about that single black mom who's being left in the hood with a son, right? He probably dream of being a basketball player. She go through all that muling, all that protecting that boy by herself. And then when he grow up and he make it to the NBA, he's not going to get a black woman that has struggled and took care of him. He's going to say, well, that's not my fault. She should have chose better. Yep, that single woman raising that boy by herself just so he can grow up and say that he hate black women on TikTok and other races and women look better than her. And this is what you still want to give birth to black women? Black women, you gotta be some stupid bitches if you still want to continue on giving birth to this bullshit. Like, you making us look bad. I didn't give birth to no black man. My kids is biracial. Like, my son, all of my sons is white passing. And so if I didn't give birth to a black man, so can you. And guess what? My biracial sons, they benefit me. They love their mommy. They say that when they get older, they're going to take care of mommy. My middle son is already saying that he loves black women, that black woman is beautiful. He's saying that when he get older, he wants to marry a black woman. He say that he love their complexions, he love their shapes. And I be like, listen, boy, you better calm down, baby, and just get your education, open up your business, follow after your dad. Because, you know, my biracial sons, they love their dads because their dads teach them so much. They teach them business. He teach them how to build cars. He's teaching them about functions of an airplane and helicopter. Now, would I have gotten that done from a black man? No. Most likely I would have been a single mom. My son, only thing my son would have learned how to do was pick up a basketball. You know, dribble a fucking ball. That's all he would have learned. Because black men is stupid. They don't know how to do nothing but pump and dump and make everybody a single mom and trash talk motherfuckers, please. Now, the thing with black people becoming extinct, I really don't give a fuck, but it's a 50-50 situation here because, if black women divest in large numbers and date out, there's always a chance that them sons is going to come back and get black women pregnant and be there for their kids because when black women dated out, they had dated provider men and they showed the boys an example of what manhood is. So most of these biracial men follow after their white zaddies that showed love to their black moms and that was there for them. So that's going to create a new generation of men that's not fatherless if black women swear. So it's going to benefit you, you know, if you're dating out to really look for love and to look for a provider in a family. So be very wise with your wombs, black woman. Stop being race loyal and stop giving your womb up to the first dusty that promised you a dream. Stop saying you only want black men and you want a black family. Stop it. Mad passenger driver XY, aka we maybe a Debbie Dad. SYSBW, save yourself, black women, save your wombs. Leave the dust